Hi everyone. Firstly, you'll notice that I'm using like an actual camera for this Herluigi video, and I'm thinking if all goes to plan, all future Herluigi videos will be filmed like this because it kind of works. The problem is I keep looking into the viewfinder to see if it looks good, and it does, but I need to not do that. So I'm gonna try not to look at the viewfinder. We'll get used to it eventually, hey? So this is a Herluigi video. It was meant to be an episode of On the Table, and this was just meant to come out another day. But I filmed the episode of On the Table. It was meant to be about Sony games not on the PlayStation. And the recording only went for like 7 minutes because I kind of realized there's not that much to talk about. If you want a quick recap of what the On the Table was about, it was games either made by Sony. It was like if you watch the Xbox games not on Xbox, it was like that with Sony, but there's a lot less examples, so there wasn't much to talk about. So yeah, that was the video. But instead you're getting this video, which it was going to come out anyway. So we're talking, what happened in 2024? Let's have a look. I'm just going to go through all the videos in 2024. I may as well go across all 3 channels. Yeah, why not? But I mainly want to talk about the main channel. Sorry, I just have to go to public videos because 90% of the videos uploaded on my main channel are member videos. So the first video I uploaded on the main channel was an update video called Channel Updates, Memberships, and Second Channels. I'm sure that video was fine. I've just noticed, if you look at the thumbnail for that video, for that update video, let me look at it in full screen. If you look at it, you see James Cameron's Avatar the game for Nintendo DS in the back. Do I mention it in the video? Hold on. Like, I know I'd by then planned what the Christmas special was, but I didn't know I was hiding it since the update video. Because I never talk about this update video because it's not really that important. Let's watch this update video. Now, I do remember most of the other videos because I've edited the best of his Mario 123, so I kind of watched everything, but I didn't include this. So this is when I added James Cameron's DS to the table.
Hi, I'm Charlie, I'm back, and this is an update video, but it's scripted. I thought I'd just update you on everything that I'm doing for YouTube right now. Just so you know what's going on and stuff like that. You know, just in case you want to watch the videos or something. Starting with the main channel, this one, here's Mario 123. I will be posting mostly every week. The plan is to have 32 episodes of his Mario 123 this year, which brings the total number of episodes to 50. So
if only I didn't delay A Tale of Two Avatars. That was the plan, and then I was gonna not do that, and then for some unknown reason in November I was like, what if I just do the 12 days of his Mario again, because then that makes the total number 50. Because I had the Games We Left Behind and Half-Life video planned, and I was like, if I just do another 12, then that's 32, and then that's 50 in total. But that was a dumb idea because, as I'll talk about, I don't think the quality of some of those later episodes are that good. Wow, shocking. There's some hidden gems. I'll talk about it when we get to them.
So that means it's not every week, but it's mostly every week. But can't you see I've changed everything? I added Avatar for the Nintendo DS to the background.
Also, I do mention it. Yeah, I did that. Can I talk about it? Sure. Okay, so the original plan for A Tale of Two Avatars was that I talk about every version of Avatar. Spoilers, I don't. And my plan was throughout the year to buy I'll go out and find every single version of Avatar. This was the only other version I found. I found the Wii version maybe 50 times. This is the only other version of the game I ever found, and it's also the only copy of this version of the game I've ever found. I never saw the PS3 version, or the Xbox 360 version, or the PC version. I think there's a Mac version too. Never saw them. Not once. So,
yeah, Herluigi 456. Over on Herluigi 456, we're continuing the Q&A series, which started on this channel all the way back in November 2017. And we're currently up to 206 episodes, with the new one coming out on Thursday. And it'll be out every Thursday for the rest of eternity.
True.
I also want to bring Reading Stupid Comments back, which is a
I did that.
series on Herluigi 456. I don't know when I'm going to bring it back, but I would like to bring it back. It's a series where I read out some of the dumbest comments from all across the internet, mainly YouTube Shorts at this point. But yeah, if you want to see that come back, tell me. And if you have any other ideas for any other series you want to see on Her Luigi, just tell me in the comments below. You never know what I'll do. Or let me know on my Discord. Let me know anywhere. I'll probably read it. I also have His Mario Gold. That's a channel that I'm currently
freaking go!
to do more higher quality gaming videos, more similar to the content I made late 2022, early 2023 on the
Okay, to be fair, I like to clown on His Mario Gold even though I still upload on it. It is about the same quality. It is the same quality as the main channel videos were late 2022, early 2023. The only difference is it doesn't have an opening where I'm like, in this video, blah, 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 and there's only this percentage subscribe. That's the only difference. It doesn't have that. It just has it's similar to the Her Luigi intro. It just says His Mario Gold instead and plays a different sound effect. Wow. But yeah, you know, they're enjoyable. When editing the best of His Mario Gold, I liked the videos more than I thought I did. However, I still want to do things a little bit better on His Mario Gold. I think I need to chill out on the Let's Plays and just do some more random junk.
Main channel. Don't know if it'll be weekly. At this point, it's kind of just whenever I'm free, I'll make a His Mario what's it called? His Mario Gold video. And I'll make sure anything that goes in that channel is to the gold standard. And finally, here's Mario Clips. Soft launched this channel with the extended cut and the behind the scenes of A Very Hellish Game Christmas. But this channel will finally get its start on February 8th, the same day the first episode of His Mario 3 comes out for Season 2.
That's not true.
There'll be clips, compilations, and mini episodes from His Mario 1, 2, 3 from the series. But eventually there'll be clips from older videos and like Q&A me compilations or whatever. Don't worry about the channel taking up time. I already have it planned for the rest of the year.
I had it planned, but I hadn't uploaded it, and that's kind of the only reason His Mario Clips died, because I'd be perfectly happy to keep doing His Mario Clips. It was just like, it doesn't sound time-consuming, but it is time-consuming. It's not time-consuming that much. Let me just find the document I made for it. So I had this document of all the clips I wanted to make, and some of them I did, and some of them I didn't. I planned all the way up to December 30th, which was meant to be a compilation of reading stupid comments, my music, your lyrics. A lot of these did come out. That one I think did. Yeah, it did. A lot of these, the other thing was, a lot of the clips were related to videos that either I never made or just hadn't come out yet. So it was hard to prepare in advance, because I can't prepare in advance for a video that doesn't exist yet. But I have briefly thought about bringing clips back. It's just, I would need to do a lot of planning in order to bring His Mario Clips back in a proper state that I enjoy it. So that's perhaps on His Mario Clips. And also, nobody watched it. I don't have my analytics showing on YouTube right now, but nobody watched the Clips channel except for like a certain few clips. And I get it, I'm not popular enough for people to care. It was just, it didn't seem like a good investment, I guess. But one day it'll come back. One day His Mario Clips will return. So the videos I actually had planned for the whole year were the following, and this is the order I had them in. The first video was meant to be Portal. I didn't have titles, these were just the topics. Then it was international versions of video game consoles. Then it was modern 2D platformers. Then Skylanders, Spyro's Adventure. Then modern retro consoles and games. Then Mario Kart Super Circuit. Then MCU video games Phase 1. Then Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training. Then Atari 2600 Plus, like the console. Then Nintendo games on non-Nintendo consoles. Then Super Mario Bros. 3, then Desert Levels, then Portal 2, then free-to-play games, then plug-and-play Tetris, then Alpha Minecraft, then Skylanders Giants, then Mario Kart Double Dash, then Super Mario World, then MCU Video Games Phase 2, then Electroplankton, then Nintendo Gimmicks, then Super Mario Land 2, then Wii Sports Resort, which actually came out surprisingly close, or was meant to come out surprisingly close to when it actually did come out. That's interesting. Anyway, and then after Wii Sports Resort was Sonic the Hedgehog, the Genesis version, and then after that was Sonic the Hedgehog on Master System, then Game & Watch, then Luigi's Mansion, then Mario Kart DS, then Kirby's Dream Land, then even more Christmas games, and then Avatar for Wii and other consoles is what I had it labeled as at the time. And this was December 30th, 2023. I wrote out this plan. And then I did a vote on the community tab of the main channel on what video should come first. Let's just see if I can find it. Where I just listed like four random ones. Here we go. So for the vote, I had listed Portal, Skylanders, Mario Kart Super Circuit, Super Mario Bros. 3, and International Video Game Consoles. So then International Video Game Consoles won, and then I basically, almost accidentally, did them in order of the votes almost. Like, there was a long gap between International Game Consoles and Super Mario Bros. 3. But that's the order I did. So then there's an update. Okay, so on January 5th, I changed the order so that it would be International Video Game Consoles on the 2nd of Feb, Super Mario Bros. 3 on the 9th of Feb, then everything was the same, and then Portal was March 22nd, and Dr. Kawashima was April or whatever. And then the next major update to the list was, I started writing the Super Mario Bros. 3 episode, but it was just like, this is not happening in a week. Because I was writing it, and it was really long. I cut it immensely down by the time it came out. And then the order became International Consoles, then it was Wii Chess, Super Mario Bros. 3, modern 2D platformers, Skylanders, modern retro video games, Mario Kart Super Circuit, MCU games, and Portal. And then I have Wii Chess, and I've had Wii Chess forever. My capture card would not let me record Wii Chess footage. Like, it just kept turning off whenever I opened Wii Chess. And that's when I changed it to Trivial Pursuit, which was the episode that eventually came out. But we'll talk about that. So the first video of the year, as I just said, was Nintendo's Strange History in China and South Korea. This was a very interesting video to make because I kind of wanted to completely change my style, but also not change my style at the same time. I was watching it when putting together the Best of His Mario 1, 2, 3. And it's a lot better than I remember, because this was the first episode I added the border around things, and I did some other things too, and some things didn't stick, some things did stick, but specifically for that, I think it visually just looks mostly really good. I find the opening kind of funny. The reason why I opened the video with "Hi, I'm Charlie, I'm back, and we need to talk" was meant to be like a transition between this is season 1 and then this is season 2. It's like so much better, but we'll get to that. Hey, I still think season 2 is better than season 1 for the record. But yeah, that was the first episode, and then there was Trivial Pursuit, which was certainly one of the episodes of all time. The best Wii board game is not what you think is the current title. This was an experiment. I did a lot of experiment episodes this year, like in different styles. A lot of them were during the 12 Days of His Mario, because I knew during the 12 Days of His Mario that it didn't matter if one video didn't perform well, because there were a lot of like surefire hits, or at least surefire they will do okay episodes, and those ones did do well. They were like Super Mario World, Super Mario Land 2. They were kind of the ones that's like, okay, these ones will do well, so I can do a lot of like experimenting with the type of style I want to do, and I think that's really what Season 2B is. But this was another experiment. It was scripted gameplay. It was like a scripted His Mario Gold video, which I've tried to do before. I actually tried to do it with a Donkey Konga video, but it never really got made, and you can kind of see the remnants of that on the His Mario Gold channel. It's the first video of 2023, I think, on the Gold channel. Because at that point I wasn't using the Gold channel, so I just uploaded it to the Gold channel for it to be somewhere. It came out on March 6, 2023. It's only 2 minutes long because I never got far enough in the video to consider it good. But that's what led me to doing the Pokemon Leaf Green experience on the main channel, which was a short little series that will, I hope at some point, get completed if I can ever be bothered. But yeah, that's kind of what Trivial Pursuit was, but Trivial Pursuit was also like a big jokey episode. Next was the best Super Mario ROM hacks ever. This was a fun video, but it came out a month later, and it's when I realized I don't need to do videos weekly. And so I didn't. It took me a long time to make some of these videos. And the best of Super Mario ROM hacks ever took a long time because I'd keep getting far into the video and being like, this isn't good. Like, the best Super Mario ROM hacks ever, think I uploaded it for members. The original version of the episode, or at least what was done of the original version. Yeah, so members have access to the original cut. It's not done. Maybe it is. No, it's not. Because, yeah, it's not done. So if you remember, you can watch that. Everything in the original cut, for the most part, is still in the main video. So if you've seen the main video, you've seen the original cut. I just added stuff in amongst the video. Yeah, once I'd like done the pass on the original cut, I was like, this just isn't working. It needs more substance. So I added the more substance, and I think it turned out to be a really good video. And that's about as much as I can say on that video. And then it took another month to make the complete history of emulation, which is still the most viewed episode of His Mario 123, with Super Mario World coming in second, with it about almost 7,000, and this one's 8,000 views, obviously. Funnily enough, the Super Mario World video has better retention and somehow made more money, so thanks guys. The complete history of emulation, the title was never clearly, the title was never supposed to be the complete history of emulation. If I go into this little document I have here, you can probably find the original title. But before we get to the complete history of emulation, the video I was working on after Mario ROM Hacks, which Mario ROM Hacks pushed Super Mario Bros. 3, I was going to do another video that pushed Super Mario Bros. 3. And it was meant to be a sequel to the backlog episode from season 1. But I never made it. Oh, I did make... I started recording footage for it, and the idea behind this one was that I was meant to play 5 random games every day that I've never played before for a week. And that was like the gimmick of the video. And that kinda morphed into the games we left behind, which we'll talk about in a bit. That was what emulation was supposed to be. But then I watched... I'm just rambling because I know the camera's about to turn off. So... Sick. I watched a video by the Wolf Den talking about emulation around the time of the Yuzu shutdown, and I realized, oh, this could be a very interesting video. So on March 15th, I guess, or was it March 12th? Oh yeah, we'll talk about that when we get to Games We Left Behind. On March 15th, I changed it to emulation because it was never supposed to be the complete history of emulation. But like right when I got to like uploading the video, I was like, this title isn't very good. So I changed it, like, not at the last second, but like the day before the video came out. So that's why it doesn't cover the complete history of emulation, because it was never supposed to. I called it originally, What is Emulation and Why Do We Need It? That was the original point behind the video, and the original thumbnail, although I was never going to stick with it as the actual thumbnail, was this. This was the concept behind the thumbnail, and then it turned into this, then it turned into that, and then it turned into this. So hopefully that explains why it's called the complete history of emulation, because it would do better. And guess what? It did do better, but people didn't like it. Most people liked it. But it doesn't talk about the complete history of emulation, I get it. Next is the Games We Left Behind, which took only a few extra weeks. This video was meant to be called The Games We Don't Complete, which is why I open it talking about Luigi's Mansion 3 and Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Because The Games We Left Behind is inherently a different concept to the games we don't complete. You'll even know if you watch the Q&A mirror that ties into this, and also, I think it's within the video itself as well. I literally say a joke like, well, it's the games we don't complete, because it was a reference, because that was the title at the time of me filming that Q&A me episode.
I beat it once. You know what? Congratulations. I mean, it's a very fun game. I personally haven't beat it yet. It's one of the games we don't complete.
But that's not what ended up happening. Instead, it became The Games We Left Behind, and it was mainly almost like a sequel to a video I made on my main channel last year about Lost Media. It's not a part of the His Mario 123 series, it's just a different video. But it was kind of like that. It was kind of, yeah, I don't know. That was the main concept behind the video, but it ended up not really turning out that way. But I do like The Games We Left Behind, but I feel like it didn't need to be 29 minutes. I got in a real rhythm of like really writing long scripts, because that's why I had to keep delaying the Super Mario Bros. 3 episode. But I don't think I needed to do that. I don't think it needed to be 29 minutes, but at the same time, I think it's fast-paced enough that you don't really notice that it's 29 minutes. Yeah. This then became the second most viewed episode for a while, until I think the Portal episode overtook it, and then obviously the Super Mario World episode of both of them. And I do really like it. It's what I, again, also based Games That Change a Generation on, which Games That Change a Generation is the best episode of the show ever created. So, you know. The one after that is the future of Nintendo. So the thing with the future of Nintendo is that it was meant to be a video about all three of the major console people. It's meant to be about Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox. But then I edited just the audio of it, and the video was like 50 minutes long. I was like, okay, I'm not doing this. So I had to cut it down and rewrite some sections, which is why it came out a month after. And you'll also hear that there's two different recording sessions. I then later reused the PlayStation part of the script in another video, and we'll talk about that when we get to it. But I think the video turned out okay. Again, it did not need to be 26 minutes. I was trying to play into, because it was when Nintendo did that tweet about the Switch 2, and then same with the next video. But yeah, and then the next video, What We Need on the Nintendo Switch 2, which is not the original title. I still, to this day, I think this is a good video. I think this is an underrated episode. I think this is a really fun episode. I think I talk about Xenoblade for a bit too long. But other than that, I think it's fun. It's another episode that integrates Q&A me into the show. And I think in this one it works a bit more than it does in the Games We Left Behind, because it's different. It's funny. Emergency frog situation made it to the main channel. And this video, I'm trying to see the history of this video. So the future of Nintendo and this once again pushed the Super Mario Bros. 3 episode. Yeah, that's fun, I guess. After the Switch 2 video, a week later was Team Fortress 2 is over, or as I lovingly call it because it was the original title, The Day Team Fortress 2 Died, a play on the lyric from American Pie by Don McLean, I think. It's dated. To be fair, so is the future of Nintendo, because I talk about how they haven't announced the release date for Metroid Prime 4. Granted, they haven't really yet, but we know it's coming out this year, so we didn't know that at the time. It's an okay video. People didn't like it because they thought I was too negative, I guess. And I was like, I thought this was the common opinion. That's why I titled it this. I thought it was a common opinion that Team Fortress 2 was not doing well, because it wasn't. But I guess not. That is a lesson learnt for the Gold channel. Cannot call things weird, like the Half-Life 2 mod video. A lot of people watched it and disliked it. I think the Gold channel, I'm just gonna put this out there, I think the Gold channel consistently keeps getting suggested to the wrong audience, because every video on it that has more than like 100 views is dislike bombed. So, just putting it out there. Anyway, after Team Fortress 2 is over is finally the Super Mario Bros. 3 episode. The reason why this video was meant to be really long was I was going to talk about every single level in detail, then talk about it again for Super Mario All-Stars, then talk about it again for Super Mario Advance 4, and then talk about the e-reader levels. So it didn't happen. That didn't happen. I think this video is fun. Yeah, I don't know. We're starting to get to the point where I do actually follow, because when did this come out? I'm going to go June 28th. Let's go from June 28th on this document. So pretty much on this document is the videos I did. God, it is. Some of them are moved around, but God, I'm surprised how accurate this is. So Super Mario Bros. 3 video, good. Why Portal Works is another banger, I think. It's not the best episode of the show by any means, but it's a good video. I honestly have not rewatched Why Portal 2 Works. I know I'm saying that I finished editing the Best of His Mario. As I'm recording this, I haven't. So I haven't gotten to the best Why Portal 2 Works yet. But from what I heard from the survey, we'll talk about it when we get to it. There's another 4 videos in between. After Why Portal Works is Mario Kart Super Circuit bad? It's okay. It's an okay video. I think the visuals really took an upgrade for this episode. I'm having less and less to talk about these videos, but this Mario Kart Super Circuit bad is the first episode with like the wiggly border. But the background still wasn't wiggly. That was to come 2 videos later. And I did a lot of the animation stuff, like with the white background or the blue background, as in the blue like planning background, as I lovingly call it in the scripts for the video. And I think, yeah, it visually looks good. I needed to do a few tweaks to the border, which I did end up doing for the next video, mainly from a suggestion from Static Squid. So thank you, because it looks better now. And that was mainly just to slow down how fast the border was. Yeah, I think that was a good step in the right direction, even if I'm not a big fan of the video. I don't hate the video. I think it's a good video, but there's better ones. The problem with game collecting was a banger, I think. Yeah. It was good. It was a good video. I wouldn't say it's top tier, but I'd say it's interesting. I like the sequel to this one, Game Collecting in Japan is Weird, like a touch more, because I like the fact that it has a storyline from the beginning to the end, with the plot being I need to find a Dreamcast. The only problem with that plot is, although when I went to Japan that was my goal, that wasn't my only goal. I also just wanted to have, like, you know, fun there on a holiday. I just filmed stuff for just for the sake of it, because I thought, well, I kind of knew by that point I'd probably do a Game Collecting in Japan video, so I was like, I'll just film a bunch of footage just in case. But we'll talk about it when we get to it. How Skylanders Changed Gaming Forever, or as it was originally called, Why Skylanders Works, or whatever. This is the video that killed the channel, but it's a underrated banger because it is one of my favorites of the season. And that is purely because I think the editing of this video is at least top 3 of the channel in its entirety. Yeah. There's a lot of things I did in that video that I think I did really well, but the video didn't perform well. So the very next week, I did Is Wii Sports Resort Perfect? In order to be like, okay, no one watched this one, but everyone's going to watch this one because it's about Wii Sports Resort. Because I had a Wii Sports Resort video planned for November 22nd, but I was like, I'll just push it up, see what happens. That did not work. It straight up did not work. And then I did Why Portal 2 Works on September 6th. Like I said that it was going to be on September 6th in the Portal one, so I couldn't delay it. I think that was the biggest problem with it. I really wanted to delay the Portal 2 video, but I was like, but in the first one, I say it comes out September 6th, 2024, so it has to come out September 6th, 2024. And I think that it could have been better because I cut out a lot of the interesting parts, I think. Because when I eventually get around to doing an extended cut of this video, you're going to see it's like 35 minutes long. The problem with this, I don't know if it needed to be like 35 minutes long, but I thought I was going as fast as possible, so I don't know. Then I was away for September. That's when I filmed the footage for the Game Collecting in Japan video. And then we move on to the dark future of PlayStation. Now, the dark future of PlayStation is the PlayStation part of the script from the Future of Nintendo video that was cut out. And then this video was also supposed to be about both PlayStation and Xbox, but once again I had the exact same problem where even just writing the script, I think the script got to like 15 pages. I was like, okay, I can't talk about Xbox in this video. That ain't happening, chief. So I didn't do it, and it didn't happen. And also before this, the Mario Crossovers video was meant to come out before this one, but I flipped it around. Anyway, I think the dark future of PlayStation is a fun video. I wouldn't say it's perfect, top tier or whatever, but I tried to really go crazy with it, with the comedy. And I think it works, because there's like a whole section that Grampsy talks about, or does, and it's like, it's funny. I don't know. I like it. And then that was the introduction to the big bomb guy in the series, which he's in the trailer, so I can say it. He's in A Tale of Two Avatars. That I knew that by that point because in like July, I did a member video about it. I went through what the plot of episode 50 would be, and it's pretty much stayed the same to that, except there's a few tweaks here and there, obviously. I knew it wasn't going to stay the same, but I knew I needed to introduce him. Well, I just wanted to. I wanted to introduce him because while I was writing this video, I was also writing the Big Bomb Guy show that comes out in June this year. So it was just on the mind, I guess. Because that's all written, and now I'm getting the voice acting done and doing some other things for it too. Yeah, that's kind of why he's in that. Grampsy's in it. That had a cameo. There's a lot of these videos have cameos in it. Yeah, and then we can move on to the most bizarre Super Mario crossovers. This is an okay video. This is similar to... This is actually a kind of new concept that I kind of did again 2 videos later in the Half-Life 2 workshop video, I think is what it's closest to. I think it's fun, I guess. But the most important one, the horrors of development hell. This was around the time, mainly from the Dark Future of PlayStation onwards, where I kind of was like, I'm gonna do Season 2A and Season 2B, and Season 2B is gonna go into 2025, so I don't feel stressed, and Season 2 still ends with episode 50. Why didn't I stick to that? I don't f***ing know. No, I know why I didn't stick to it. The problem was, in my mind, I'm like, every season has to, end in December. And what I didn't want to do is end Season 2 halfway through a year, then have a shortened Season 3. Look, a lot of this is such, like, dumb logic, but that's what I didn't want to do. So I was like, okay, I'll do the 12 days of his Mario, because I definitely enjoyed doing that last time. I didn't stress myself out to no end last time. So I tried it again, and it didn't even f***ing work this time because I missed the final video. Because, yeah, at this point, the final video of Season 2, before I did the split into Season 2A and 2B, was meant to be a video about free live service games, because it was episode 41, so it wasn't like a big video. And that was meant to be the season finale. It was meant to be like a jokey video about free live service games like Fortnite and Overwatch and stuff like that, which I guess kind of became the worst of Steam, but not really. I don't know. I regret so hard doing the 12 days of his Mario. I know it was my most successful month on YouTube ever, and in the long term, it was a good idea, but in the short term, I did not sleep that many nights that well. I slept like an hour. So it really wasn't a great idea, but I don't know. Like, I'm still getting over the 12 days. Like, I'm still extremely tired throughout every day, because I would literally stay up to 5 a.m. almost every night, which is, you can tell, because the later videos are such low quality compared to the start of the 12 days. But yeah, the horrors of development hell, that was funny. It turned out a lot better than I did, and you would know actually, if you watched the Here's Mario 123 show episode 11 that I uploaded around Christmas, you would know that the Metroid Dread part of this script is just the script from that video that never came out. I altered it a bit because when I made that video, Metroid Prime 4 wasn't announced yet. But, I mean, it was, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think the horrors of development hell is alright. It wasn't really that lore important. I kind of didn't know what to do. The concept came from, I watched a video about Deadpool and Wolverine, and they said that they theorized that the Void, which appears in that movie, was originally supposed to be a literal development hell, because characters like spoilers, Gambit appears, played by Channing Tatum, and that movie was in development hell. So they theorized, oh, the point of this was meant to be Deadpool and Wolverine enter development hell, but then later on they were suggested, oh, you should use the Void from Loki because it's already a thing. So they switched it to the Void. And I thought, what if I do that? And then I kinda did that, but not really. But that's where the concept came from. Yeah, you can tell I'm getting tired filming this video. And I still have another 14 episodes to talk about. The next is the Half-Life 2 workshop is insane. This was kind of like a quick little thing. It took about a month, because I was experimenting with what makes Season 2B different. It's not that different. Season 2B is different because most of the episodes are terrible. They're not that bad. Season 2B has higher highs and lower lows than Season 2A, is all I'm gonna say. That was a fun video to work on. I mainly made it because I kind of got addicted to playing Half-Life 2 after the 20th anniversary update came out. And then I filmed that and the Games That Changed a Generation on the same day, or at least most of it on the same day. You can tell because I have a shaved beard in half of the Games That Changed a Generation. That's when that wasn't the same day. But I say in the behind the scenes, which did I ever release? How far behind am I on the behind the scenes? Okay, the behind the scenes for Half-Life 2 haven't even come out yet. But I say within that behind the scenes, oh shit, this video I could actually get done today, whereas Games That Change a Generation just isn't gonna be finished, and I'm gonna have to delay it. And then the Half-Life 2 video I delayed anyway, so it doesn't matter. But it was like, my idea was, okay, in the future I want to make two types of videos. Videos like the Half-Life 2 video, and videos like the Games That Change a Generation. They were the two types of videos I wanted to kind of make. but now I just want to make videos like games that change generation. This was also at the same time the opening of Season 2B was meant to be a video called Is Art Dead, which I am still working on. I started work on Is Art Dead in October 2023. That is before the first episode of His Mario 123 came out. That is when I came up with the concept, and I am still working on it. I've been working on it on and off, but it's always been an idea that I've had in the back of my head that I want to make, but it's only starting to form now. And the reason why it's taking so long, there's a multitude of reasons, and I don't want to leak what the video is about. Members kind of know what the video is about, but basically there's two like main topics in the video, and I'm still trying to find like strong link between these two topics, because they are two topics that are so similar, but it's so shocking that there isn't actually a link between these two topics, because they are basically telling the same story 30 years apart, but there is no link between these two stories like at all, unless you go down like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon type connection, which is like so barely counts, it's not funny. So that's kind of the thing hindering the video, I guess. But then I also haven't even finished researching the video, because there are some things for the video that are locked away literally in a vault in the US. I'm not going to the US to find it, but they are literally locked away. And there's one person who only has like 19 subscribers that I found on YouTube with that. The video had like maybe 100 views. That went through, like it was part 1, that went through what was in that vault that I need for this video. So I kind of just need to wait until I get the rest of the information. So I don't know when that video is coming out. Unless you have easy access to the Library of Congress. If you have easy access to the Library of Congress, please let me know, because then I can make this video faster. Thank you. Anyway, that's kind of, yeah. Anyway, Games That Change a Generation was kind of like an offshoot of Is Art Dead, because it was Games That Change a Generation is basically what the original concept of Is Art Dead was. Because when I started writing Is Art Dead, it was mainly about like nostalgia and how media can change people. And Games That Change a Generation is that, but just specifically about video games. And that, yeah, this is the best episode ever. It is fantastic. No notes. Actually, there is one though. There's an editing mistake at the end, but whatever. It's a fantastic video. That is pretty much all. If you haven't seen it, watch it, please. Next is Super Mario World Perfect. I'm gonna go through these ones pretty rapid fire. However, the camera is about to stop recording again, so I'm gonna have to do that again. That clap sync was a hint as to one of the things I'm talking about is Art Dead. Here's another hint. If you somehow work it out from that, you are a nerd. Anyway, I'm going to talk about the 12 days videos in rapid succession, because a lot of them don't have that much to talk about. Is Super Mario World perfect? So fun little factoid. I always knew that Super Mario Bros. 3 and Super Mario World were going to have the same title, Is Super Mario blank perfect? I came up with the Super Mario World title first, and then I made the Super Mario Bros. 3 title also, Is Super Mario Bros. 3 perfect? So, yeah, and guess what? This performed better than the Super Mario Bros. 3 episode. So, holy I've just realized I don't need these headphones on. Do I? No. The worst of Steam is just basically Free Steam Trash, which is an older series I did on the main channel. Kind of wanted to see how it would work. Not that well is the answer. Why Wii Sports Club failed, I think is an okay video. It is better than the Wii Sports Resort video by a mile. I like it actually. Why Mario Kart Double Dash is amazing. This is the video that killed me because I spent too long doing that stupid Rainbow Road parody. Singing it didn't take long. The editing took forever, because not only did I try to match up the background footage that was behind me to the background footage that is in the original video, or at least the same sort of background footage, it just took forever. So I stayed up till like 5:40 in the morning, and then got up at 7:30, and then went back to sleep at about 8:30, and then woke up at 2. And then there was game collecting in Japan is weird. I already kind of spoke about the video. I don't think there's not much more I need to talk about. Does Kirby's Dream Land hold up? I specifically talked about this because I didn't want to stay up till 5 the next day. And I was like, well, Kirby's Dream Land only has 5 levels, so I could just talk about that. Is Super Mario Land 2 underrated? This is the Kirby's Dream Land episode I also had planned, as I said before during the beginning, but I didn't know it was only 5 levels. Super Mario Land 2 also had planned during the beginning. It originally wasn't supposed to follow the same title format as Is Super Mario Bros. 3 and Is Super Mario World perfect? Because it isn't perfect. That's why I changed it to underrated, and it performed okay. A brief discussion about snow levels in gaming. I kind of thought, wouldn't it be funny if I made, like, notoriously I hate the snow levels episode, although there's worse episodes of the show coming up. I notoriously hate the snow levels episode, so I thought, what if I make it a yearly tradition that I do a snow levels episode? So there's a snow levels episode in season 3, it's the second last episode. It is one of 3 episodes I have planned for season 3 so far. I think it's fun. That's the thing about the Super Mario Land 2 video. I realized after the episode, I didn't say, hi, I'm Charlie, I'm back. So then I was like, okay, so in the snow video, the plot of it is the fact that I didn't say, hi, I'm Charlie, I'm back. So then I kind of retroactively add it into the video. So that was the plot. Ranking every game in Wii Play. I didn't know what else to talk about for Wii Play, so I just did that. The Epic Game Store Roulette. I thought this video was going to be so much better than it was. And the Weird World of Christmas Flash Games has officially taken the title as worst episode of his Mario 123 ever. Just so you know, it is f***ing atrocious. Anyway, that's all the main channel videos. I don't have that much to talk about with Hurt Luigi and his Mario Gold. Q&A Me 250, obviously. Banger from start to finish. I cried while editing the ending song a few times. So, yeah. Q&A Me 250 was a f***ing pain in the butt, though, to plan. Not, just organizing people. And this isn't just Q&A Me 250. This is organizing anything. Even voice acting is f***ing painful. There's a reason in The Little Pencil Retold why I play half the characters. Because I couldn't find people that wanted to play them. And then even if I did, either they were a racist bigot that stream on Kick, or they stopped responding to my messages. So, that was really fun. But Q&A Me 250, everyone that worked on it were really communicative to me. All the people that are in it were. People that aren't in it are not. Okay, there's one person that's in it that wasn't in it that you may know, but they told me that they couldn't be in it after a while. So that was actually really helpful. There was some smaller creators, not creators that I even do the same type of content that I do, that just flat out stopped responding to my messages for Q&A Me 250. I'm not going to say them by name. They're not people you would know. So don't think I'm talking about anyone that you would know, because they're not people you would know. That was annoying for Q&A Me 250. But because the original idea was to have 25 creators, but that's fine. All the other creators and the one that told me they would drop out were really good. Even if it took them a while to the last minute to film, they still told me that was the case, so I was still very happy with that, and I was like, that's totally fine. As long as I get this video out on Thursday, it doesn't matter what time, as long as it comes out on Thursday, I'm happy, and it did, so that's good. And Q&A Me 300, I think I am going to ask for people to send in their submissions maybe 2 months before the video comes out, just so that it actually, will be done before the release date. What else? The Gold channel didn't really have any standout big videos. I finished the Super Mario Bros. Wonder Let's Play, but I stuffed up recording the audio, which is why some of the videos are really short. Started the Super Mario 3D World Let's Play, started the Sonic Generations Let's Play. That's about it. I don't know. And yeah, that's kind of all I have to say. In this little wrap-up video of 2024 in 2025, but that's whatever. Thank you for sticking around on the channel for a long time. A Tale of Two Avatars is coming up. I keep forgetting, but it is. Because this video comes out, right before. So A Tale of Two Avatars is coming out. You'll enjoy it. Tomorrow on the Gold channel, we've got Hell's Kitchen Roblox again. So that's kind of fun. And then there'll be Q&A Me. And then there'll be A Tale of Two Avatars. And then I can rest. Except I can't. But it'd be really nice if I could rest. And that's the plan. that after I do A Tale of Two Avatars, everything I'm just gonna do kind of in bulk, so then I can rest. Because I need to rest. I'm so sick of working. But I like doing the HelloWG channel, so I enjoy doing this, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's everything. I can't believe, how long have I been recording this video? An hour and 10 minutes. That's f***ing crazy. Thank you for watching this video. And yeah, if you enjoy this better camera, let me know, because I'm gonna use it anyway, so it's not up to you. Bye!